Hey Nash, what should we make?
You keep talking about how delicious tri-tip is, but I don't think you've ever made it for me. How about you make me some tri-tip?
All right, let's grill some tri-tip. Today, we're grilling tri-tip. This is near and dear to my heart because I grew up in Santa Barbara County, California, where tri-tip was founded, invented, made popular. So you better believe every neighborhood, community, whatever, event, party, holiday, tri-tip was the star. So tri-tip is actually, it's kind of a triangle-ish shaped piece of meat. I think that's the name, tri-tip. It's actually found at the bottom of the sirloin, but it's a delicious piece of meat. It's a big, probably 2 to 3 pound piece of meat. Typically, it comes with a fat cap, although nowadays it's available. It never used to be available everywhere. Now it's available pretty much everywhere, but typically you can only find it trimmed, which isn't ideal because traditionally that cut of meat is cooked as a whole piece of meat and then sliced afterwards, and it's cooked with the fat cap. It's cooked over a Santa Maria grill, which is also known as an Argentinian grill, which is, you've probably seen it. It's over charcoal, and usually you have 1 or 2 grill grates that instead of adjusting your charcoal, they have a crank and you can adjust the height. So you adjust the height to control the temperature rather than controlling the temperature otherwise. We're gonna cook this on a gas grill, so we're gonna make a few changes to try and kind of capture that charcoal Santa Maria grill flavor. Once we're done with the tri-tip, we'll eat it as is, and I'll show you that. But then in the next video, I'll show you a few things you can do with the leftovers because it's a pretty decently sized piece of meat. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the first thing we're gonna do is make our rub. I have a little deli container here. First, I would say a generous amount of kosher salt, a good amount of pepper, some granulated garlic. You could use onion powder. I'm actually using dehydrated onions because I like the texture. Some ground red pepper, but red pepper flakes would be fine. A good amount of this coarse smoked flaky sea salt, just to add a little bit of that smoke flavor. And then this is gonna sound weird, but we're gonna go in with a little bit of activated charcoal, and that's gonna help give us that kind of bark and that deep color that we're probably missing because our gas grill is not gonna get nearly as hot as the grill that this is supposed to be cooked on. Activated charcoal really doesn't have much of a taste at all. It's more just for the color. All right, so here's our tri-tip. So we're gonna use a oil binder. So we're gonna use avocado oil. I'm also just gonna put a few drops of this liquid smoke on here. You don't need much. Then we're gonna go in here with our rub. And this is a big piece of meat, so it can take a lot of seasoning. So you can see it's got that color. We're looking for the bark because really tri-tip is usually served like medium rare, medium rare, but it has a very pronounced bark from that sear. So that's what we're trying to kind of recreate and add some of the flavors we're missing by not having that charcoal and that super hot fire. Now we're gonna put this aside and just kind of let it sit for a little while and let that seasoning, especially the salt, kind of deeply penetrate the meat. So with our grill set up for 2-zone cooking, hot side, cold side. Hot side is as hot as it gets. We're gonna throw this on the hot side and we're gonna try to get a good sear on both sides. So we're gonna do about 8 to 10 minutes on each side, and then we're going to throw it on the cold side and then let it cook in indirect heat until it hits about 120. Pull it, let it rest, and then that should get us right up to medium rare. After 10 minutes, we flip it. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. Once we've seared both sides, we're just gonna move this guy over to the cold side of the grill, and we're gonna shut the lid and let it come up to temp. Once our tri-tip hits an internal temp of 120, we pull it off the grill. That's what we got, and we let it rest. And there we have our beautiful grilled tri-tip. Let's go ahead and cut this guy open. So you have two pieces here, and then the grain goes a little bit opposite. So we cut this thin slices against the grain. And then for now, you can just serve as is. Traditionally, it was always kind of like a cookout barbecue style. So you get this, put some salsa on it, you get maybe a roll, some salad, some beans, some grilled corn. So we'll dig into this right now. And then I'm gonna save these 2 pieces for our leftovers video. Time for a bite. Cheers. It's juicy, it's tender. We nailed kind of hitting all those elements by not having that kind of really hot charcoal Santa Maria style grill. It's got a really nice crust. The seasoning helped us with that crust, and the charcoal helped it look cool. And then a little bit of that liquid smoke, plus using that smoked sea salt in that rub, kind of gives it that smoky flavor that you don't get with a gas grill. As Guga calls it, the kiss of the dragon. Anyways, it's really good. If you've never had tri-tip, go see if you can buy some. Like I said, if it has that fat cap on it, even better. A lot of times they over trim them, but it is what it is. Even a trimmed one is gonna be good if you cook it right. So let's see what Nash thinks. Hey bud, can you get up? Can you sit? Good boy. There you go, here's some tri-tip. What do you think? Good? Oh yeah. Nash approves. I already knew I approved. Tri-tip is amazing. I've been eating it my whole life. It's so good. And it's so strange that until, not too long ago, it wasn't really a cut that was well known, sort of widespread. It was sort of California, Southern California, and then it kind of spread out. Now you can pretty much find it anywhere. But yeah, hey, if you haven't tried it, go try it. It's freaking delicious. And like I said, you eat it as is. I know it sounds strange, but put salsa on it. It's really good. You could throw this on a salad, make a steak salad. You can make cheese steaks with it. You can make a traditional tri-tip sandwich, kind of like a Cold Springs Tavern if you've ever been to the Santa Barbara County area. And we'll do that in our leftovers video, or at least a couple of those. Really, really good. I recommend you try it. 10 out of 10 would highly recommend. Thank you so much for watching. If you wouldn't mind taking a second to like, subscribe, and share the show, it would mean a lot. It would really help us out. Also, if you want notifications, go ahead and hit that notification bell. If there is anything you want me to make, you want me and Nash to taste, drop that in the comments or go to the website, timschaoskitchen.com. Leave us a message there. I love cooking stuff from the suggestions. So we've done it a bunch of times already. So yeah, if there's something you want me to cook and it's realistic and I can, I will. All that being said, just remember, cook more, eat better, embrace the chaos. That's it for now, folks. Until next time. Peace.